This is the post car from the Dutch Post. That used to be like a dog head shape. You can hear it zooming, but it doesn't want to go. You can hear it. It's directional lights. It has been sitting in a box since the 90s, and it has never come out. So I think the warranty expired. I bought this in the Netherlands in the end of the 80s, beginning of the 90s. I can't find a receipt anymore. But now I'm busy with all the dog heads. I'm going to make this one running too. It's probably just dirt and old grease and from sitting. It hasn't ran since I bought it. I can't even remember, or it ran in the Netherlands. I'm going to make it run now though. So that is my new video for YouTube. So I will be opening with taking the shell off. As you can see, it's 3 screw nails on the bottom of it of this train. I can see them here, and there's one here. So I'll start with that. So I'll be back when I have it open. So I got it open, and as you can see, it's a little bit corroded from sitting in tubs and boxes. It's a pretty simple layout actually for a DC of Marklin. The typical Marklin motor, but well, it's not AC, so they added a magnet and no switch for the AC, for the directional AC. That is not in here. This is a DC operated one. It is made by Marklin though. They use the same motors, I see. It's the same as the Zeppelin I did earlier. That was a HAMO too. And inside here is the lighting. And the use for the pantographs. You can swap it with a little switch somewhere. And then you can use it on lines above the track. So I got it open, and well, you've seen that already. Now I have to get on the motor because the wheels are not even turning. The gear wheels are not turning. I put a little oil on it and power, and it wouldn't. So I have to dismantle it all. If I'm right, we'll do this one first. That takes care of the truck cover with the coupler, and then this one should release the motor if I'm well informed. There we go. There we go. There's the motor. I'll apply again some power because I did give it a little bit of oil. I'm giving her now about 10 volts because I don't want to overdo it. It can have 16 volts, but I don't, since it's not running, or not yet, I just do not want to push my luck by burning it. Yeah, see, it's not. It's sparking. I can hear it though. It wants to, but like I said, it's stuck. The wheels won't move. Nothing will. Yeah, it's kind of giving me a blue thingy, so it's kind of shortcutting. I'm going to stop this and I'm going to open it up. I've no idea what I'm going into, but at the same time, that's the nice thing of this. I kind of like that. So, there we go. This thing is stuck. It doesn't want to move at all. So, I'll just take it apart. See, it doesn't want. Oh, there we go. There. So it was stuck. So what I'll do is I'll pull it out and I'll clean it. There we go. Yeah. So she was tired of doing nothing. Well, we're going to change that. I'll be back. Oh, and look at the commutator. I guess it did run. I wasn't sure, but we'll get it running. I'll be back. So I'm using synthetic grease. I like that the best. It doesn't hurt the plastic gears. This is all metal gears, so I have other grease for that, but this is as good for metal as for plastic. So I never go nuts with the grease because there is no point. You're just going to find it on your track or all over the locomotive. I'd rather do it twice than one time too much. So a little bit in this here. I don't see a washer. So now put it back in. I cleaned the commutator. I'm not going to go on there with a fiberglass pencil yet because it's pretty new. So it should not be necessary to do that yet. So, oh, she goes smooth now. Now, put this business back. Oh, I guess I have to redo the, yeah, put your alcohol next to you. That's always handy when you have a pool of that stuff on your workbench. Don't get oil or grease on your commutator because that will shorten the life of your motor remarkably. So now I have to go get those brushes out. They're spring fed, so I can't get them over the commutator, I guess. Nope. So that's actually a pain in the ass. I have to get Yeah, a pair of tweezers. That's handy. With this kind of stuff. So. Man, that's just a pain in the ass. I need that spring over here, otherwise I can't load that brush back over. Now, come on there. I'll be back. This is a pain in the ass. So I got it back together. The one brush is still sticking out here. I got the springs over. Now I'm going to put those two little bolts back. That was here and here, I think. So, put that spring back in. Little square brushes. So you have to actually pay attention because the brushes have a little groove. And that spring has to go in there to keep them tight on your commutator, I guess. There. That's one. And that's two. Give some little oil here. And on the other side. And this one too. Just to get them going. It's greased inside, but I'm just going to let them run on the paper. And all the goofy stuff will come out. Oh yeah, give it some power. That's handy. Now, I don't know what's wrong, but it's not running. Oh yeah, the power on. That might help too, guys. Now, Moo, it's not going. No, it's not wanting to go. I'll be back. So, guys, I cleaned it. I don't know, there was gurk in there. And all the grease and oil, I did get it out. So, let's try this puppy. Oh, there we go. So, fixed. I got to take this clamp off. I just put it on there to keep it in the... Oh, let's actually try it on the track. Let's put it on the track. There we go. Oh, it came off. Yeah. It definitely needs some running around. I'll give it a little bit more grease off camera. I think you guys know how to grease a locomotive. I'll clean the wheels and I'll have it running on the track for a bit. I also got to clean the contacts. They're like here, the three contacts. They're hitting those three. I got to bend them up a bit, clean them, because they look a little bit, maybe not so on camera, but from close, they look a little bit corroded. I guess from sitting in a tub or a box for so many years. Anyways, I'm gonna clean it completely, give it a final lube, and the contacts here too. I'll call it the draggers. I don't know the proper name for it, but the ones who drag over the wheels for the contacts. I'll clean all that stuff too, and then we should be good to go. I'll be back with running it on my layout. I have one problem, unfortunately. I guess the HAMO short couplers, as they call them, are significantly different from the Fleischmann's. These cars come with the regular hook Fleischmann couplers. I can change them out to short couplers from Roco, which should fit Fleischmann and Roco. But I got two towers of Fleischmann parts, and the coupler I need, the one here, that is a short coupler. I'll get it out. Yeah, I have the camera in my hand, guys, because it's too hard to move the selfie stick. But as you can see here, so it would go like this. It's different. It won't lock, no matter what I do. So I'm gonna put the short coupler back. I have North American Cadiz with this little clip system, but that would be too short. It's not coming out of the loco. So I'm gonna have to do some research on how to get a coupler that long from Roco or a matching coupler from Marklin HAMO to put on my car. So we can actually pull the post cars, but they did when it was like with Christmas and all that stuff, and it's busy. So yeah, can't pull the cars right now. We'll be working on that. So my problem with the coupler, well, it might not be so elegant, but a Mickey Mouse and horn hook coupler on there. And actually I'll cut this thing off, because it's always a pain in the ass with my switches. There. And I'm going to make a horn hook coupler on this car. And I'll put the original couplers in the boxes or with the cars itself, because I will get an original coupler for it. But for now, it's a European and a North American marriage, just to keep the cars afloat. So be it. I'm mounting it back on and I'll be back. So my little escapade with the horn hook didn't work out, because the horn hook is too short to stick out. European trains have buffers, they call them buffers, at the end of the car. And it's not going to stay put, I guess. But it's not long enough, it's not sticking out enough for the curve. So yeah, I gave up on that and put the original coupler back. And I can't pull the cars at the moment. I'll go hunt for the original couplers, so I can pull those guys. And it was not in my two part bins from Fleischmann. So, oh well. It is what it is. It's the postcard by itself. I'm going to put it on the track and show you how it runs. So this would be a common sight in the Netherlands when it was busy. One or two cars behind them. But unfortunately I can't pull them. As I showed you before, this is the original Fleischmann coupler from Roco. And this is the shortcut coupler, they call it. So that's not working. So I'll let it run by itself. There we go. Oh, she's running nice now. And goes both directions, and there is directional lighting. So the red lights come on now, as you can see.